Hi, what's up, everybody? My name's Jose Chamu, better known by my stage name Chips, and I'm a rapper from Long Beach, California. And today, I'm gonna be reacting to "Balls to Picasso" by Bruce Dickinson. Um, it's been a minute since I posted a video, but I've been busy, man. But quick recap on what was it? Tattoo Millionaire. I'm actually kind of happy that I took the time to like. Well, I mean, I didn't take it on purpose, but I'm happy that I took time away from posting videos, and it gave me like 2 to 3 weeks to listen to Tattoo Millionaire. Cause I think if I had did this like how I normally do it, like 1 week after, this will be a way different summary of that album. Cause when I first heard it, I mean, y'all seen the reaction. I was like, man, this thing is, I mean, it's alright, but like, there's nothing more to it. Obviously, I like the intro a lot. The Son of a Gun, that shit is hard. But other than that, I was like, bro, this shit kind of sucks. But with time, after giving it like 3 to 4 weeks, really listening to it, and it hasn't been the only thing I listen to, obviously, but every now and then I found myself saying, damn, I want to put on that Tattoo Millionaire. I want to listen to that shit. So I mainly listen to it in my car, to be honest. But with that being said, bro, I'm like, I don't know what to say about it. Cause on one hand, it has its moments and shit. But then on other times, I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm not feeling it. But obviously, one thing that hasn't changed, Son of a Gun is still the best song easily too. And it's not even a question. It's way above the rest of the album. Son of a Gun, nothing's touching that song. Like I said in the reaction, that's the only song where it's so good, where that's one of the intros for all of Iron Maiden that I'd be like, yo, this is one of their best intros. Obviously, it's not really Iron Maiden, it's Bruce by himself, but y'all know what I mean. And if you don't, shut your bitch ass up. But with that being said, the actual song Tattooed Millionaire, the title track, I like it more, but I still don't put it a lot because I don't know what part I'm thinking of, but it grew on me, but it's just, I'm not into it. I'm gonna just keep it real. And really that applies to the other songs, which was the other one, the Born in 58, I think. It was cool and it grew a lot more, but that's it. Whatever, that's really about it. What else? I really like Dive, and shout out to y'all in the comments who told me that it's actually about cunnilingus, because that shit flew by my head. I'm gonna keep it real, because this whole time, I caught the surface, when I'm pretty sure it was obvious, was it submarine type of talk? I caught that easily, and my mind, I was so fixated on what Bruce was doing by himself compared to Maiden, where all I did was compare Dive to Running Silent, Running Deep. So I didn't really pay attention that it's about eating a bitch out. Cause to be honest, once you guys pointed it out to me, I felt stupid. I was like, bruh, how did I not catch it the first time when he just... Even he makes it obvious when he says, what's his name, Captain Seaman, I think, or something like that. I was like, bro, how did I not catch that in the first shot? But I mean, yeah. So the song's kind of funny now, but I still really like Dive. I still think all the young dudes. Oh, and shout out to y'all for telling me that it's a cover. Again, shit like that is why I like this channel, because I'll never know it's a cover unless y'all told me, because to me it's just a song. See, Bruce is low-key a bitch for not putting cover in the track list, because a lot of artists, at least from my experience, they'll put cover, or it's a cover, and maybe that song is really, really famous and it speaks for itself, but I didn't know, I didn't even know that was a cover from, I think y'all said David Bowie, but I believe it was David Bowie, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that song, All the Young Dudes, another song where just I feel really the same way I feel when in the reaction. lyrically, I don't really like the song like that. Like, not that I don't like it, it's just cool, it's passable. But I like the sound, how sweet and nostalgic it sounds. That's what I really like about that song. And like, I like Bruce's singing. As I said in the reaction, when Bruce is doing his solo stuff, I kind of prefer when he's going soft. Like, and it's kind of weird that I'm saying that considering my favorite song is Son of a Gun by far. And obviously that's like a heavy song. I wouldn't say it's heavy metal, more like hard rock, right? But like, it's a heavy song. Y'all know what I mean and shit. So like, so it's weird that I feel that way, but still, I prefer when he's more sweeter, and softer, basically. Cause which one? All the Young Dudes and Gypsy Road. Man, y'all know how I feel about Gypsy Road. That song, man, I love that song. I like it because of the lyrics. Not and I also like the sweet, nostalgic sound. And really, a lot of the album sounded sweet and nostalgic, right? Born in '58, All the Young Dudes, Gypsy Road, and I really love the what's the outro called? Fuck, No Lies. Yeah, I think it is called No Lies. Yeah, No Lies, man. I love it lyrically. Like, just like I broke it down in the reaction, I love it because it's like, I'm not saying rappers are the only people that struggle, but and I'm not saying we're the only people that talk about that type of shit, but it's cool for me to like hear music that these niggas is thugging, like where Bruce is talking about like, oh, I'm from this type of place where like the drug dealers come out and shit. I was like, yeah, Bruce, you tell them. Yeah, so that's why I like that one. I really like that one because it's also unique for me because when I'm thinking of like all that, all that gangbanging and thugging and like coming from the trenches, I'm thinking of hip hop. Never once will I think, oh, rock or heavy metal. You know what I mean? So it's cool for me to like hear themes and subjects that would normally be like pop a nigga in his dome, and shit like that. But it's cool to hear it sung. Like, and that's why like there's more like trappy, vibey artists are cool, like, cause stuff like Gunna, he's like really melodic, but he's still like thugging his shit, That's why I like Gunna. Gunna's like one of my favorite trap artists, like, cause I know I really like that rap shit, and if you've heard my music, I'll be on that rap shit. But like, man, Gunna, Travis Scott, Mick Jenkins, Isaiah Rashad, JID, they're all different, but they all show, and even Freddie Gibbs, that they're perfect in the fact that like they show you how to be melodic and softer sounding, but lyrically still be in that same themes that I'm talking about. So that's why I really like No Lies, and the chorus is tight too. No lies, no angels. So yeah, that one's tight as well. I feel like I'm missing something. The Zulu Lulu one is cool. I'm gonna keep it real. That one, I basically only heard it in the reaction, and I haven't heard it since. So take that how you will. Again, but from what I'm remembering, the few times I heard it, it was cool. But take that as you will. That I definitely didn't hear like that. Zulu Lulu, Tattoo Millionaire, and there's another one I haven't really listened to those like that, and it's not really because I dislike them. I'm just like, I'm not compelled to go back, and really that's the story of that album. I'm not compelled to go back to it beyond Son of a Gun, because Son of a Gun is that shit. I'm telling y'all, man, that shit is the same way how I feel like Judas Be My Guide. That's how I feel about Son of a Gun, because that song is fucking amazing. That's one of his best songs, including Maiden. Like, bro, I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. But yeah, overall, I'm just excited to see where Bruce could go, because I know he has a lot more in him, and he does, because you guys have never really been wrong. Like when you guys said, damn, Peace of Mind is better than what you're saying. Damn, like you're gonna love Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. I may have been wrong in the moment, or like not quite adjusted yet, but eventually I see what you guys are talking about. And a lot of you guys have said like, yo, it's kind of a rough start and it's really forgettable. Some people even say it's kind of a stinker. I wouldn't say the album's that bad to where a stinker, because this ain't No Prayer for the Dying, let me tell you, dog, because that album fucking sucks. That's actually bad. Well, it's not the worst thing I heard. I just, I need to throw in some pep in my step. But yeah, with that being said, you guys said he has more in him, and eventually he drops 2 clashes. I think is the Chemical Wedding. Can you turn off the alarm? I'm about to leave right now. I think the Chemical Wedding and Accident Birth, or the Accident of Birth, or something like that. Y'all been saying that shit is fire, and I'm gonna believe y'all because y'all haven't been wrong yet. With that being said, today we're gonna be reacting to Balls to Picasso, which I'm excited for because one is Bruce and I like new music, and yeah. But I just like the title. I'm gonna just tell y'all, I feel like it's a play on Balls to the Wall, right? Because Picasso, who is he? Artistic, all this crazy shit, like super abstract, and then Balls to the Wall, like, oh, I'm going all out. So Balls to Picasso. I feel like that's what it means, but hopefully he explains it. He probably won't, but if he doesn't, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, y'all, just quick disclaimer real quick. If y'all hear shit in the background, those are my roommates. It's not me. I don't know what else to do because these buffoons. I don't know. With that being said, let me look at the track list. And oh yeah, I was gonna say real quick, I'm only do the first 10 tracks on Apple Music because it has other extra shit. But I'm only do what's called Volume 1 because that's how long the album is. Like I seen like on Genius and stuff. So I'm only do the first 10 songs, which is obviously the regular track listing. From the 10, I'm gonna pick 3 that sound tight that I'm hyped for. I'm gonna say Gods of War. That shit just sounds tight. Sacred Cowboys and Shoot All the Clowns. Shoot All the Clowns. Those sound tight. I'm gonna look out for those 3. Obviously, Cyclops and Tears of the Dragon, they're kind of like given that I'm gonna be excited for them because it's the first and the last track. And as I said multiple times, I put a lot of emphasis into how you start an album and how you end an album. Just to me, that's really like the key of where you can see like because you want to grab someone's attention, but you also want to like maintain quality throughout the whole shit. That's why I like strong outros and shit. That's why sometimes, to be honest, I don't really like albums that like start off strong that are top heavy, because kind of like the same situation with Tattoo Millionaire. When it becomes like that, then it's like, why I need to listen to the rest of the album? I already heard the tight shit. I already busted a nut. I ain't even trying to cuddle no more. You know what I mean? So that's why I prefer if you kind of put like your middle songs or alright songs in like as the second or third song, and then pick it up slowly, and by track 5 you should already be getting the ball rolling. But yeah, one final thing before we get into the reaction. As always, thank you to everybody who's been subscribing, everybody who's been supporting, man. Y'all niggas are the best, because I mean, I haven't been posting, but the subs have still been going up, and y'all still been supporting. I mean, Tattoo Millionaire didn't get that many views compared to like a traditional Iron Maiden album reaction, but I figured that was gonna come with the territory because some of y'all probably didn't even like the album. Some of y'all only want Iron Maiden, so I'm not even tripping. But shout out to everybody who's been watching this shit, and extra shout out to y'all little niggas who watch every single video. It doesn't matter whether it's the video essays or the hip hop reactions or the Iron Maiden shit. Shout out to the few of y'all who watch every single shit I drop. Y'all the real MVPs. But yeah, let's just get into the album because I believe that's it. Let's just hop right into this shit. Alright, we're reacting to track 1, Cyclops. Damn, this shit is loud already. There's already a quicker start compared to Son of a Gun. This sounds dark. Again, just like the last album, the drums, they're crispy. This is way darker than Tattoo Millionaire. The guitars almost sound like he's singing.
Secret lives in our secret rooms.
He's really dragging the S's.
Living in our movies, humming our own tunes.
This song needed a DS.
Camera when the night is closing down, sliding into darkness. You could feel like no. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you looking?
It's not as good as Son of a Gun.
Why are you staying? Why are you
It's okay.
We want you breathing through the camera's eye.
I like that. It has an intro feeling, like it's like slower, like almost mystical. I don't know, it feels like
We all
a jungle, I don't know.
our faces, the makeup of the clown, happy leaving traces of our childish background, pointing at the sky. We can watch the stars. You think you're all alone, but you never. Where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you looking at the camera's eye? Where are you staying? Why are you leaving? We want you breathing through the camera's eye. They ain't watching you. They ain't watching you now.
It's like a dark tone.
They ain't watching
Like the way it says now.
They ain't watching you now.
Hey, this is tight. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like it feels like some voodoo shit. Is that Yanni? The way the guitar was yelling was tight. Vocally, this is better than his previous album. This is tight. This whole outro is tight. Die. That has to be Yannick. This is way better than the actual singing. Just give me all this. Just give me the ad-lib. And just give me that. So that was, what was it called? I didn't even see the Cyclops. Alright, Cyclops. Let me keep that. I forgot the fucking title of the song. So let me keep Cyclops in mind when I'm thinking about the song, right? So we all live secret lives, secret rooms, living in our movies, humming our own tunes, living our life in camera. When the night's closing down, sliding in the dark. And sliding in the dark, that's me. I can slow down. I'm gonna slide with the stick. That's one of my songs. Cyclops. Cyclops obviously have one eye, right? They only have one eye technically. So, and then the chorus is, why are you looking at the camera's eye? I feel like Cyclops means like, right, like your tunnel vision. You only got one eye. You're focusing on the camera's eye, right? Like, why are you even doing that, right? Like, why are you staying? Why are you leaving? Because just how he says in verse 2, like, all that shit is a facade. That's why the makeup of a clown, makeup our faces. That's kind of cool. His like little wordplay, makeup. That's like whatever. Happy leaving traces of our childish background. That goes back, Pac. That goes back to really a lot of the lyricism that I've been saying that Maiden has, right? Like you're, you know, like being a child and children and childhood, all that type of shit. You know, childhood's end, children of the damned, wrath child, all that type of shit, right? And even in the lyrics, like they're always talking about, you know, childhood and stuff like that. So it makes sense that he continues that type of shit in his own work. Let's see. And Cyclops, they ain't watching you now. So what does he mean by that? Does he mean like the people, like they'll stop like fucking with you? I don't know. But let's see. Then he changes the chorus, right, to political sleeves, sexual divas, we watch you breathe. These niggas is cucks. No, like not playing. But I really, really, really like the parts where it's just the instrumental. To be honest, that's what saved it. Because it's not that the verses or the chorus was whack or nothing. It's just, it was just cool. Well, it was definitely better than most of Tattoo Millionaire. I already like that dark sounding shit already. And it's cool. I like that he let it breathe, right? It was a 7-minute song. I don't think any song on the first album got close to this type of length. And to be honest, there wasn't even a lot of switches or nothing. Like, it was nothing like Iron Maiden where it's like Phantom of the Opera where it's 7 minutes, but you could probably be like 4 or 5 different songs at once. This had very deliberate elements thrown in, but it didn't change the overall thing. Like, just like the little solos in the back and then adding little dark shit. This song is like really dark, but not in a like negative way. It just feels like, like the Lupe Fiasco lyric, Ninja Mission into the Congo. That's how it fucking felt. It fucking felt like I'm in a boat, midnight, painted black. I'm in the waters. It feels like some Apocalypse Now shit, to be honest. But obviously it has nothing to do with war. That's just how I feel for some reason. This shit was dark. And then Bruised, man. I've always said it, and that I love when vocalists, it doesn't have to be a singer. You could be a rapper, but I just love when singers just fucking harmonize in the background. And when he was doing that shit in the background with like the fucking beat, that shit was tight as hell. This was tight. I think it's gonna grow on me more, like the actual verses and shit. But sound wise, sonically, this shit is fucking tight. And I really, really hope it's not like a son of a gun situation where I'm getting cucked and the first song is tight and everything else is on some bullshit. Cause if it is, then I'm gonna be fucking heated. I probably won't even want to do the rest, to be honest. But if it continues down this sound or this quality at minimum, then this shit is, it could probably be a classic. Cause this shit is low-key tight already. So we're heading into the second song, Hell No. Track 2, Hell No. Yeah, see, like, this shit sounds tight already. Hey.
There's a secret that we all share. Darkest hours of the night.
This is like his Fear of the Dark voice. That's
Fear of the Bible. Cut the throat of your rival.
Please see you here.
Cut the throat of your rival. I've been taking my life in my hands and I'm making you plans, yeah.
Hey, this is hard.
Now I'm starting my life on my own in the virgin unknown.
What do you mean by that? This is tight. I like the sound. Like this album's already darker.
There's a place in the misty air, not a million miles away from here.
If that is the piano, that shit is tight. The little sort of every now and then, that shit is tight.
Or you can change your own fate.
It leads a lot to the progression. It's tight.
I've been taking my life in my hands and I'm making new plans, yeah. Now I'm starting my life on my own in the virgin unknown. Hell no. Oh, where do we belong in this place where we fight? Oh, where did we go wrong? Screaming hell no. Oh, where do we belong in this place where we fight? Oh, where do we go
That shit sounds distorted as hell. This is tight. Yeah, see, like the first song and this one, they sound a little like tribal. Like some shit's about to get sacrificed.
Shouting out hell no, on his knees singing hell no, defiant as hell no, on the street singing hell no, still looking for hell no, on his knees saying hell no, hell no, 1, 2, 3, 4, hell no, oh where do we belong in this place where we fight? Oh, where did we go wrong? Screaming hell, hell no. Oh, where do we belong in this place where we fight? Oh, where did we go
The fuck is going on here? That was hell no. Another shit. This shit's tight too. Like I like where we're going, and hopefully we still keep going down this path, because this shit instantly is already way darker than Tattoo Millionaire. Because Tattoo Millionaire, that shit, I would say, like I said in the intro, that the whole album in general sounded really like soft and reminiscing, and you had little moments where he tried to bring up the pace with stuff like Dive, Dive, Dive and No Lies. But this already, just 2 songs in, yeah, like this is instantly darker than the first one. Like none of the songs in the first one came close to these level of like mood. And really, like when I'm saying darkness, more like moody, right? Because it's not, this nigga ain't saying no cold killer shit, or the beat itself isn't like some fucking like killer shit, but it's just like moody and dark. This shit is tight.
Oh, that one was good.
Let's see. So hell no, there's a secret we all share. You could swear on your Bible, cut the throat of your rival. What's the secret?
No, I know.
I like how he's taking his life in his hands, making new plans. Like, good job, nigga. So the place he's talking about, where is the place, right? Because he's saying there's a place in the misty air, not a million miles away. You can make your own place, or you could change your own place. So is the place like a state of mind, you know, like, because it's not a million miles away, and you can make it your own. So I'm feeling like he means, you know, it's not a physical place, right? That's why he says it's a secret we all share, because technically, like, we all got a mind. But what's the hell no? He keeps saying hell no, screaming out hell no, shouting out hell no, on his knees. Why are you on your knees? No, I'll play. Still looking for hell. Yeah, see, like, what does he mean by still looking for hell no? What do you mean by that? Lyrically, I don't really know what the song's about, to be honest. I'm trying to think. Like, I'm just really, like, curious as to what hell no represents. Does he mean, like, hell no as in no to hell? Or is he saying, like, hell no, like, no, nigga? You know what I mean? Sound-wise, again, like, I'm digging the instrumentals a lot more than the first one. Because, like I said, like I keep saying, Tattoo Millionaire, man, that shit, either it wasn't done right, or I just don't like the genre. Whatever genre that shit was, either I don't like that shit, or I just don't like how they did it in that album. Because this shit right here, nigga, it's solid. Let's keep going.
To kill or be killed
See, he's a little softer now. The rhythm, like the chord progression, makes me think of Prodigal Son. Killers. Like, this is tight.
Now taking both sides of the time on the front line, you can join in their fear, sharing the bloodshed, investing your money in guns, the infinite fun of the warlord you saved from a rusty grave.
See, this part reminds me of Prodigal Son. This is tight. I like the way he says more. This shit is tight. The solos have been fucking phenomenal. This is my favorite one so far. This shit is fucking amazing. All three songs, even if the rest were whatever, I'ma say. Alright, that was track 3, Gods of War. Like I said in the middle of the reaction, that's the best song so far. That shit is fucking fire. I'm telling y'all, I know I had a bad streak of choosing the songs that I was hyped for, and they ended up being the ones that I hate the most. But yo, recently, I've been picking the good ones. On Fear of the Dark, I chose the 3 that I thought were gonna be tight, and they ended up being my favorite ones. On Tattoo Millionaire, did I get it right? I'm pretty sure I got it right on Tattoo Millionaire as well. So far with Gods of War, I'm 1 for 3 right now, because that shit is a banger. Like I was gonna say, just with these 3 songs, even if the rest are kind of booty, I'm gonna say it's already better than Tattoo Millionaire, because these 3 songs have been bangers. And I like how Bruce isn't really afraid to let the songs go a little longer. Like, because again, that just leaves credence to when I usually just say concision, right? As I've said multiple times, concision really isn't a short song. That's not what it means. Concision just means, was the length of the song justified? And so far the length has been justified. The 7 minutes from the first one, he gave us a banger ass like last couple minutes. This one didn't feel long, didn't feel short, and so if he just continues this on, then shit, because this shit is fucking fire, man. And obviously the lyrics is not really much to break down in this one because they're pretty like obvious what it is. You know, it's like there's nothing really a lot to say. But I do like how you can kind of interpret the gods of war as the politicians if you really think about it. You know, because you know they've covered this topic a myriad of times, so it's really nothing new. But just the way he's doing it was making it fresh. But the actual themes and stuff, like, they've done it multiple times, especially on Fear of the Dark. I feel like that had a couple like war songs that I feel, or like war messages, right? Childhood's End and I'm really thinking of that one mostly. But the first stanza or first verse, man, it's like really it says a lot to hip hop as well, right? It was like, when I was younger, I thought that to kill or be killed was a thing to be proud of. Like, I mean, I feel like it still is. But I mean, I get what Bruce is saying though. Like, I really like that bar though. Victim of chance, prisoner of hope. I mean, I still live. Hang by the neck on the end of the rope. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, I'm telling you, that shit is Who wrote that? Did Bruce also write that, or who wrote these lyrics? Because if Bruce did, I'm like, all right, Bruce, you getting up there in your writing. I mean, you ain't me, but like, nah, I'm playing. I just really like the cry, oh cry, gods of war, they howl and cry for more. Like the way he says more. Just, it's the little stuff like that I really catch on to and make me like love songs, right? Because the sounds could be cool and all that, but that'll just make a song for me, it'll just make it good. But it's the little shit that to me really elevate the song from good to great and even masterpiece level. And I would say this was fucking great, phenomenal. This shit was amazing. Let's keep going. All right, heading to track 4, 1,000 Points of Light. To be honest, well, I was gonna say it sounds whack, but we'll obviously.
You can sail in the desert with a ship of fools. You can smuggle in Moses.
I'm not feeling the flow.
But you can't take a mother and give her back her son. What kind of freedom is bought with a gun? People like to build their prison walls when they're afraid to look inside a thousand points of light. How the muzzle flashes in the night, and the freedoms you profess to hold won't bring the dead back from the cold.
I like that. Just like the first one, man, the drums, man, they're really mixed to be
Political
prominent.
speeches, they're lying in the mud. Nothing else matters but money and blood. Tyranny and freedom.
Even if I didn't like the sound of the verses, like the way he's sounding on them, the drums still keep me nodding, like they're just really rhythmic. Who's the drummer?
Build their prison walls when they're afraid to look inside of
This is the weakest song I will say. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. It ain't no tattoo limit, I'll say that.
Won't bring the dead back from the cold. 1,000 points of light are the muzzle flashes in the night, and the freedoms you profess to hold.
So is the 1,000 points of light like he's saying like gunshot? Because he's talking about guns, obviously.
What is it that produces the light? What is it that makes these 1,000 points of light shine? What is it that will make America conquer and get
Again, the solos, man. The sound of the guitars in this fucking album are crazy. They're like mad distorted. Oh, that lasted far too short. I would have liked more of that. The drumming, man. It almost sounds like military drums, like I like this whole section. You know what? I like this one. You know, it took a little minute to grow, but I like it. It's not as good as the first three, but it's not the worst of the Tattoo Million. This nigga could hold a note. That was track 4, 1,000 Points of Light. So I'm assuming the 1,000 points of lights are the muzzle flashes of a strap, and that's why he's talking about guns, and you know, that's why he's saying, you know, the freedom you profess to hold won't bring back the dead back from the cold. So, and he also gets into that, what kind of freedom is bought with a gun, right? So that establishes the rest of the song, right? He's basically letting you know, he's challenging the thesis of America, saying, you know, which I'm honestly, what he's probably getting at is, you know, I've had to write an essay about this for college, but you know, the base is fucked up, you know, like the actual foundation and shit. So what does that say for everything that's gonna be built on top of it? So I get what he's saying. That's actually a really good intro. The intro is fucking fire, where he's saying that you could sell in the desert with a ship of fools. Like, how do you even sell in the desert? You know, that's just genius the way he's talking about it. Man, you could smuggle in Moses and his book of rules, but you can't take a mother and give back her son. So, you know, it's true. You could talk all your Bible shit. You could try to live holy and stuff, but that does nothing. And, you know, niggas who died, they're not going to come back. You know, that's just a matter of fact. So, I mean, I'm in agreement with the whole message of the song. It's actually, now that I'm, like, paying attention to the lyrics outside of the context of the music, it's actually getting a lot better, this one. Because I wasn't really gelling initially with the flow he was doing with the beat. It was, like, I don't know, it just wasn't vibing with me. But this is going to be one of the ones where I'm going to have to listen to it more to really appreciate it. But, I mean, it's still not, no, as I said in the middle of the reaction, it's not no Tattoo Millionaire bullshit. Because, like, I'm going to just say it now. Like, if this goes on for the next 6 songs, I can't really see any of these songs being worse than Tattoo Millionaire. Really, what I'm trying to say is that if we continue with this quality, then even the worst songs on this album would be the best ones on the other one. And the only song on that one where it would still be a highlight on this one is Son of a Gun. Cause y'all already knew I was going to say that one. I keep dick writing that one. That's my favorite one. What do you want me to say? But yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, see, man, this album's a lot heavier, darker, whatever you want to say.
There's a sinister game the children play. The Joker is back, laughing in the hiding bush. The Joker is back. Who remembers the names of fallen heroes? Hey, hey, hey. Who remembers today to fly the flags? Hey, hey, hey. I couldn't say I loved ya like I did before. Laughing in the hiding bush. The Joker is back, laughing in the hiding bush.
I like the vocals, like the way he sounds.
It's a laughing attack.
There's not really a lot of variation.
The Joker is back. He's wild in the pack. The Joker is back, laughing and the hiding and the kicking and the bullshit.
Another one where the solo is making the song.
Laughing in the hiding bush. The Joker is back, laughing in the hiding bush. The Joker is back, laughing in the hiding bush. It's wild in the bag, laughing in the hiding bush. The Joker is
The outro to this song was tight. How he's just laughing in the background and like the guitar is doing that like a little weird like reverb, going wow 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 wow. I'm probably wrong as shit, but I feel like I feel like the hiding bush is another kind of like war theme, because what song is it? He already talked about like war kind of in Gods of War and also in 1000 Points of Light. But laughing in the hiding bush, you know, like the hiding bush could be like a Vietnam War type shit where like they're in the bushes, the shrubbery, you know all that type of shit. That's why they spend their lives getting ready for the kill, laughing in the hiding bush. The Joker's back. So I feel like, and then he continues that with, who remembers the name of the fallen heroes, who remembers today to fly their flag. So like, if it really is some like war shit like I'm thinking, then obviously, you know, people are gonna die. And then he, not just in this album but in general, they, you know, Iron Maiden's talked about like forgetting people's names, like at the end of the Trooper. Is one of them in Fear of the Dark that I'm thinking of that also covers that type of themes. So I feel like it's something like that. I'm probably wrong as hell. And then I like how he's saying he's wild in the pack, the Joker's back, laughing in the hiding bush. So you know, the wild card, the Joker card, and Joker also laughs and shit. So I like that wordplay and shit. But overall, really, this whole album, maybe I'm just not like working at full capacity and I'm just not understanding it. But like a lot of these lyrics are harder to understand than like the first one. And really, in general, like at least with Iron Maiden, I could like break down the lyrics and like really be comfortable in what I'm saying. But here, I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this guy even talking about? Let's keep going. This was a cool song. Oh wait, before we go to the next song, sound wise, I feel like the album's trailing off a little bit in the middle, cause 1,000 Points of Light and Laughing in the Hiding Bush, they're not my favorites. They're not as good as the first three, but they're still not garbage, or they're still not even like at the level of Tattooed Millionaire. But I mean, it's cool, but again, it's not really doing nothing for me. It's just cool. And then it kind of sucks how the instrumentals really pick up with the solos like a third of the song in, because like a third of the way in, because I gotta not sit through and suffer, but like I really gotta, you know, trudge through the first 2-3 minutes so I could get to the sick ass solos. Which the solos in general, just I guess I should save it for the end, but the solos in general so far, they've been so fast paced and they really changed the tempo, but they've been mad distorted, which I actually like. Like it's a plus. It's not a negative, but like everything sounds like down tuned, or I don't know if I'm using the correct words, because obviously y'all know I don't really know about this type of shit, but that's just how I feel. Like it just feels heavy, and not like heavy metal as in like fast pace or twin guitar leads. It's just heavy as in like there's some weight to the playing of the guitars, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean the song's cool. I'm gonna have to listen to it more, but let's go to track 6 of Heart. The tone of the guitars, like they're like, throughout the whole album, it's been gorgeous and shit. Like it just sounds more like mystical than the previous album. I don't know how to explain it. Like the last song had like a little, I feel like Arabian sound. Like, let me just pause it real quick, cause y'all know I don't normally pause in the middle of songs or anything like that, but I really had to get this out of the way while I'm still like thinking about it. But a lot of the sound of this album, I don't know if it's gonna make sense. Like this song particularly, a lot of the tones of the guitars remind me of that little instrumental section, that little Egyptian section in Power Slave. And it's like, you know that part, that whole quiet Arabic sandy mystical part. This song gives me that feeling, and it gives me that same vibe more than every other song. But even little elements in the other songs, like the tones of the guitars and stuff, it gives me that feeling. So the whole time what I've been trying to say is that it sounds like that little interlude in Power Slave, and I love it. This is fucking, I love this sound. It's let's all right, now let's hear the song. Sorry that I paused. I went back like 10 seconds. And the rhythm of the drums is, I like how it almost sounds like I'm liking this one. I've been waiting for a moment. See, Bruce sounds good when he's just on this slower tempo. And he's using this nice, smooth, clean voice. Those days are gone. Lord, I hide where I just can't see. I'm still there, catching your tears before they fall to the ground. You a lot. This was tight.
You couldn't stay.
This one of my favorite ones so far.
Change of heart,
Almost, it sounds almost Spanish as well.
The earth, it is hard. I wait for
I don't even want to listen to. I don't even want to read the lyrics.
winter and snow. Those days
The
are
soft guitar
gone.
playing in the background.
Now I
man.
hide where I just can't see. I'll be there, catching your tears before they fall to the ground. You're walking away. You couldn't stay. You need a change of heart. You're walking away. You couldn't stay. You need a change of heart, and I know wherever you go, I'll be around. Yeah, I'll be there, catching your tears before they fall to
And
the ground.
Bruce hasn't really done love songs like that either. So it's cool. This is fucking beautiful.
Those days are gone.
That solo was
Now
fire.
I hide where I just can't see. I'm still there, watching your tears as they fall to the ground.
This is amazing.
You're walking away. You couldn't stay. You need a change of heart.
And I like how for the most part, it doesn't really change this mood, but the change of heart does a lot to bring a little energy into it. Oh, the build-up, it just sounds grand and full now. I love how passionate he's getting right here while it's fading out. Like the way he said change of heart right now. Yeah, you hear it? It was subtle, but the way he's going change of heart at the end. Oh my goodness. Like I imagine that part would be amazing live to hear him passionately instead of change of heart, you know, with the double vocals, instead for him to do the change of heart. You know how he was doing at the end? Because that was... It reminds me of the ending of Stranger in a Strange Land, where, you know, the whole song, it's like, stranger in a strange land. And then, but on the fade out, they're going crazier, and Bruce is getting more passionate, and he's like, stranger in a strange... Like, he's putting more inflection, you know? I really love that. But sonically, this, I was saying it throughout the whole song, I couldn't stop talking, but like, this song is fucking gorgeous. Everything, Bruce's vocals, the mood, the sounds, the weight of the guitars, it wasn't constant guitars the whole time. Just no, it would come in every now and then with boom, dum, 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 and oh man, and it sounded so light compared to really most of the album, because most of the album had a lot of like heavy weighted distortion, and this was a nice breather, and it truly, as I said, encapsulates that mystical vibe in the Power Slave interlude. As I said though, just the fact that it's kind of a, I think it's a love song. The fact that it's like a love song, just that alone is crazy. Normally I wouldn't give a fuck, but it's just weird because like not weird, but just, you know, brand new for Bruce. Because to this point, what love songs has not only he done but Iron Maiden in general? I can't really think. Like even the ones that include Charlotte the Harlot, they're not really love songs like that. Like 22 Acacia Avenue, I wouldn't call that a love song. I guess like if you wanna, like, which one is it? Is it From Here to Eternity? Is that the other Charlotte the Harlot song? But anyway, even then I wouldn't call them like love songs. Whereas this is like not stereotypical, but this is what I would imagine a love song sounding like, right? And so it's cool to see Bruce. You know, yeah, technically this is his second album, but really more like, I don't know how many albums he has in general, but like to be like 5, 6, 7 albums in and then finally make a love song, you know? So it's cool to see that. It's cool. Normally it wouldn't be brand new territory, right? Because it's like whatever, like that's normal. But for him it is, so it's cool to see that. And I'm pretty sure that was only granted to him because it's his solo work. Like, I'm pretty sure with Maiden, like, going forward, we're not going to get love songs. And if we do, they're probably going to be rare as fuck. So it's cool to see that maybe he's had those ideas, but he could let them out on his own shit. And to be honest, I'm now with this conversation, I'm low-key interested to see how, like, an Iron Maiden love song would sound. Because this is fucking fire. There's not really a lot to say lyrically. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious, every lyric, every bar. So there's not really nothing for me to say. The only thing I will say is the end is what kind of had me like, huh? Like, is this a love song or what is this? Or pedophilia? Nah, I'm playing. But when he says my child, ooh, my child, I'm like, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Bruce? What do you mean, my child? And then, you know, it's like, I need your love so bad. So, like, what are we doing here, Bruce? Is this a love song? Is this yearning for parent love? What is this then? Because that single, like, lie changed my view on the song. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Other than that, this is one of my favorite ones. And 6 songs in, I'm going to say is top 3. This one and Gods of War, they're in my top 3 so far. The third one, I would probably say Cyclops. Yeah, Cyclops. That shit was tight. All right, let's keep going. This is tight. Let's head to the last run of the album. All right, track 7. Shoot all that time. There's one of the ones I said I was hyped for based off the title, but like, I'm kind of, I don't know, man. I'm a little worried based off the first 10 seconds, to be honest. Oh, never mind. Hold on. I spoke too soon.
I've been down at the crazy house. I've been playing with the cat and the mouse. I've been down. I've seen the crazy people running around. Shoot all the clowns. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. Shoot all the clowns. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down.
Hey, this is actually tight. Alright, I fucked up talking shit in the first 10 seconds.
Welcome to the circus where I fool around. I've got the killer.
There's a much needed shot of energy right after the last one.
Cover up your face. You've been found out. Your left, well, there's nothing to smile about. Shoot all the clowns. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. Shoot all the clowns. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. Shoot, shoot all the clowns. Shoot, shoot all the clowns.
The switch up right here is cool. It lets us breathe it for a moment. Right before, you know, they start going into more. This nigga's rapping. He's rapping.
Anything you wanna be, if I need your sympathy. Welcome to the circus, I'm the killer clown. Welcome to the circus, hey, gather round. Too sad to laugh, too sad to fun. One who doesn't
This
ever
nigga
wanna
raps
get
too.
done.
This shit is crazy.
Shoot 'em down, shoot 'em down, shoot 'em down, shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down, shoot 'em down, shoot 'em down, shoot 'em down. Shoot, shoot all the clowns. Shoot all the clowns. Shoot all the clowns. Shoot all the
I like the ad-libs in the back. The little solo at the end was tight too, man. They should have just upped the volume on that little part. Hey, this shit was a banger. I fucked up. I should have let like at least 30 seconds pass before I cast judgment, because this shit was a banger. Another one where I picked another one where I knew this shit was gonna be tight. If you fuck up a title like Shoot All the Clowns, like if the song's bad, then like I would have been severely disappointed, to be honest. But this shit, and then it hits even more because it comes right after Change of Heart, where Change of Heart, you know, it's a lot slower and more moody, and then boom, they just like, let's just shoot up some coke, because this shit was fucking fast paced. And then see, like, the thing I like about this album is Bruce probably realized he didn't have to do that goddamn dumbass raspy voice to still make exciting songs. Like, he's done that before, like in Aces High. Like, imagine if he had recorded Aces High with that bullshit rasp voice because he thought he needed that edginess to make the song better. Like, this whole album has been proving you could do that darker, fast-paced shit without having to do that bullshit edgy voice. Cause that shit was garbage, man. I don't like his edgy voice. Like, that shit is trash, dog. That's just not him. Leave that to Paul Diano. You're not him. But this, oh man, this is fucking fire. And then let me talk about this. This fool was spitting. I mean, you know, it sounded like old school rap. I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I mean, because this came out in '94. If this was, obviously, if this had came out before, like, really, like, what, like in the early '80s, probably late '70s, it would have not have been called like a rapping section, right? It would have just been like, oh, he's singing really fast, right? But come on, you telling me the way he did it, like, by now this should be like rap, because we're in '94. Illmatic already dropped. I think Ready to Die already dropped. Enter the 36 Chambers already dropped. So we're firmly in, like, hip hop's already a genre at this point. Because if it would have been even like 5 years prior, it would have fit right in. Because the way he was rapping sounded like the 80s. It sounded like, well, give me your money, you better get ready. I'm certified man to jump on Getty. Like, you know, like, it had that. It still wasn't quite up to times, if that makes sense, right? Because if he would have sounded like a '94 rapper, it would have had like a lot more darker sound. But this was jumpy and it was playful, so it reminded me of the golden age, like Rakim and Cool G Rap and Big Daddy Kane. Like it had that style of rapping, which obviously is better for this song. But it just tripped me out. It took me out. It really wasn't on my bingo card, to be honest. Like if you told me Boss to Picasso would have had a rapping verse, I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? But this shit right here, I mean, to be honest though, like the rapping wasn't even tight. Like it wasn't the best rapping I heard. It's just weird. It's just cool to hear that. Like I'm like, damn, this nigga. Which rapper you think Bruce listens to? I feel like that would probably listen to some like gangster shit. I don't know why. I'ma just assume that. Or maybe he probably does listen to Big Daddy Kane and shit like that. Cause I know like older people, they didn't really like really once NWA came in the picture. Like people who are older, that's usually where like the paths, you know, split. Cause once NWA, post NWA, I see a lot of people, not just in my comments, but in general, like a lot of older folk be like, oh, hip hop was cool when it was fun and playful. Then it became about killing and selling drugs, which like obviously that's a big misconception. But like fuck it, we'll just let it slide. But so I feel like Paul might be like, I mean, Bruce might be like that. I said Paul because I fucking seen John Paul Getty, and that's the first thing that came into my mind. Nah, but I feel like he might be like one of those older folk that be like, oh, hip hop was fun, you know, it was energetic, but then it became about shooting and killing. But I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense, right? Like that. Now that I said that, because literally, shoot is probably the most used word in this song. And I just like shoot all the clowns. Like shut your clown ass up. He a killer clown. A killer clown? Does he come from space? No, I'm playing. You laugh when there's nothing to smile about because you a fucking clown. You a goofy now. Alright, this is tight though. Like, man. 7 songs in. This shit is a fucking banger. I'm not gonna lie. Let's go to track 8, Fire. We're already on the last run of the album. Last 3 songs. All he has to do is end it. He could even end it just aight. Just don't end it bad. That's all you need to make a banger of an album. See, this is that badass sound, like on some Son of a Gun vibe.
Always let you down. Always fooled around. Always steer in your own way. Life just seems too short. Life lived in the dirt. Kicked in the teeth is what you meant to say. Fighting battles never fight a shot. Step into the fire, you're gonna get burned. I know the money you save. Money won't pay for the trouble you cause. Trouble's coming.
I love how he's doing a lot more double vocals and just very like almost choir vocals sometimes.
Living on the edge, a blind man kneels on broken glass, building the bars of his own cage. Running circles till you drop, hating lies until it stops. Kicked in the teeth is what you meant to say. Fighting battles never fired a shot. Step into the fire, you're gonna get burned. I know the money you save. Money won't pay for the trouble you cause.
The lyrics are interesting in this song. They're really good.
Step into the fire, you're gonna get burned. I know the money you save. Money won't pay for the trouble you cause. Trouble's coming back from more.
The drum work has been exceptional, I'm telling y'all. It almost sounds like Bongo type. Yo, y'all gotta tell me who's this band for this album. These niggas are stealing the show.
Till you drop, head in life until it stops. Can't tell the teeth is what you meant to say. Fighting battles, never fight a shot. Step into the fire, you're gonna get burned. Hide all the money you save. Money won't pay for the trouble you caused. Trouble coming back for more. Step into the fire, you're gonna get burned. Hide all the money you save. Money won't pay for the trouble you caused. Trouble's coming back for more. Step into the fire, you're gonna get burned. Hide all the money you save. Money won't pay for the trouble you caused. Trouble's coming back for more. Step into the fire, you're gonna get burned. Hide all the money.
It's cool how I'm pretty sure every fade out, they've just been going crazy. It'd be nice to get that in the actual song instead of the fade out, but fuck it, what do I know? Alright, that was fire. That was fire. Like, I know the song was fire, but that actually was fire. That was fucking tight as hell. Damn, we just went through like a little, the midpoint, the 1,000 points and laughing in the hiding bush really is the only down part. But this, man, it picked right up with Change of Heart, Shoot All the Clowns, and Fire. Because, man, this is another banger of a song. Where really, it was above average. Pretty fucking good. But the solo just took it to another level. Like, that whole middle interlude part. Where he let the drums breathe for a moment. And then they introduced more elements. And then it was getting crazier. The lyrics are tight too, because I feel like it's really just talking about life in general, right? Like, live life in the dirt, kicked in the teeth is what you meant to say. Like, I feel like it's a metaphorical kicked in the teeth, right? That's why he says fighting battles, never fired a shot, right? Those battles you're fighting, you never needed to shoot, because it's really not a physical fight. It's a fight you're dealing with everything he's saying. Really, it's a fight against life. That's why, a blind man kneels on broken glass. So fighting poverty, fighting having to be broke and shit. I know all about that. Living on the edge, fighting, mental demons and shit. Money, obviously, money doesn't pay for the trouble you cause. So, like, again, hide all the money you saved, because we worry about so much about being that blind man on broken glass, but you still gotta save the money. You still gotta earn it. And when you do get it, it doesn't really pay for all the trouble that you've either done or that you had to deal with, right? Like, that's why they say, money doesn't buy happiness. Like, it does to a certain extent, to a big extent actually, but at the end of the day, like you say, it won't pay for the trouble you caused, and then trouble's coming back for more. So, like, yeah, it doesn't just magically heal years of trauma and shit. And then you might get more along the way as well. You might, you probably will actually. And then, continuing on the theme of what I'm saying, that the fight is really against life and like life's bullshit. That's the lyric, the building the bars of his own cage. You're stuck in your own prison. And I think there was a bar like that in one of the Iron Maiden songs. I'm trying to remember which one. Oh yeah, Chains of Misery. Yeah. Really, like, Chains of Misery and Fire, you could kind of interchange them, really, if you think about it. And also, not just Chains of Misery, I think Can I Play With Madness as well. Like, when the you're blind, too blind to see. Like when they're talking to the old man. So really, these 3 songs, listen to them back to back, and it'll be a lot of the same imagery and feelings and stuff that I'm talking about. It transcends all 3 songs. But I mean, I don't have a problem with it, because I mean, I relate to it. Life sucks. It's expensive. That's why I really like this bar, the running circles till you drop, hating life until it stops. That speaks for itself, really. But kick to the teeth is what you meant to say. Like, oh man, this is tight. And then sonically it's tight too, man. Not just thinking about the song making me like it even more, man. I can't wait to hear this whole album on my own. Probably high. I really want to listen to this album while I'm fucking stoned as shit, so I could just lay down and put on my headphones and not worry about, like, you know, doing all this video shit. Which, I mean, it's still cool, but y'all know how I feel. I prefer to listen to this shit on my own. But still, he just needs 2 more songs, cause I get worried, because I keep saying you just need to end it strong, because Tattoo Millionaire kind of traumatized me. Fear of the Dark, no. No Prayer for the Dying and Tattoo Millionaire traumatized me, and I'm like, fuck, like, please don't hit me with another Weekend Warrior at the end of the fucking album. Don't do that, because you only have 2 songs left, and that's all you need. Just make the songs high. 9. Sacred Cowboys. This is one of the ones, the last one that I said I was hyped for, based off the title. That just sounds tight. Sacred Cowboys. Look, see, like the sounds of the guitar, it has that power slave. This sounds like power slave.
Chasing their illusions, take a drive and sink or swim, but in the end,
oh, this nigga's rapping again.
Your world escape is swift, the nonsense list is all you need to know.
In the land of dreams, you make the right connections. I know that flow. I be doing it.
To see the call to me, provide their institutions. You can live forever with a grave instead where people used to function. You can join the saviors of our culture, vultures surfing overhead my sky. Like a sin of gluttony won't set you free, but Betty Ford can help.
This thing is rapping.
You can get all the things you never needed.
Don't tell me this nigga got bars.
You can sell people crap and make them eat it. But where is our John Wayne? Where's our Saint?
This is some Sopranos type shit, like the message.
Where are the Indians on the hill?
Run to the hill.
There's no Indians left to kill.
Like, see, like the rhythm of the music sounds like Power Slave.
People die with oxygen and all their money can't afford a breath. People starving everywhere and staring in the face of death. Prostitutes and politicians lying in the bed together. You could be the savior of the poor, making up the policies to open up the back door. You can get all the things you never needed. You can sell people crap and make them eat it. Where is our John Wayne? Where's our sacred cowboys now? Where are the Indians on
Another
the
banger.
hill? There's no Indians left to kill. Where is our John Wayne? Where's our sacred cowboy now? Where are the Indians on the hill? There's no Indians left to kill.
That shit almost sounded like it was listening.
You can get all the things you never needed. You can sell people crap and make them eat it. There is no John Wayne. Where's our sacred cowboys now?
the end to this song was fucking amazing, and compared, it gets better when you compare it in the context of the album, because I'm pretty sure 3 to 4 songs straight, every single song has ended in a fade out. So for it to end with like a shit ton of progression and then that shit was tight. This whole song, like, yo, this nigga, his main verses were, he was rapping. At least in the other one, that shit was just like a little like bridge or like little interlude shit. But it was kind of like the main point of this song for him to be spitting bars. I'm tripping. And then the flow and the way they mix the vocals with the backing vocals that almost sounded robotic, it reminds me of, fuck, I think it is called God Don't Make Mistakes by Conway the Machine. Well, whatever. His debut album, the one for Shady Records, God Don't Make Mistakes, the last song, I'm pretty sure it is called God Don't Make Mistakes, the actual song. But he's rapping like Bruce is rapping in this song with like the way the sense of irony, everyone you see is shame to lose and take a damn swing. Like Con does that in that song and the way it's mixed exactly the same with like kind of robotic voices in the background. Like instead of being regular double vocals at the end of the bars, it's the whole way through, but they distort it and make it sound robotic. So it's tight to see. Really, well, Con probably has heard it because that nigga, he's into a little more heavier shit like that. But like, it's interesting to see people who aren't really from hip hop see what they do, and then probably like whether he did or didn't listen to it, it's cool to see that idea done more than 10 years before he even released that song. So it's cool to see that. As I said in the middle though of the reaction, I feel like the message of not the song in general probably, but specifically like for the chorus, is that where's our John Wayne, where's our sacred cowboy, where are the Indians on the hill, there's no Indians left to kill. Like I said, I feel like it's on some Soprano shit when Tony's like, I'm pretty sure it's the first episode, or well, he does it a couple times, he talks about it, but when Tony's like, what happened to the strong silent type, the Gary Coopers, the John Waynes, and I feel like that's what Bruce is saying, because he's already kind of alluded to that in Born in 58, where black and white TV was up to date, and like how times have changed, it's getting more gentrified, and like the old morals and old ways are dying out. And so, but I feel like the song's also a commentary on capitalism, with stuff like you could get all the things you never needed, and you could sell people crap and make them eat it, so that's really, I mean, I don't really need to say much other than just think of capitalism when you hear those two bars. And he's, even in the prior song, he talks about a lot of this imagery, like people die with oxygen and all their money can't afford a breath. So if we're going back to the last song, save all your money, and you save it for what? You can't even save your life. Save your money, but you can't save yourself. People starving everywhere, staring in the face of death. Kind of, again, same thing with the last song. Reminds me of the old man on broken glass type shit. Man. I wonder what this means, right? Because prostitutes and politicians laying in bed together, and then you could be the savior of the poor, making up policies to open up the back door. I feel like, obviously, your back door, wink, wink, that's your ass. But like, prostitutes, politicians. So we're already getting imagery, bed, sex imagery, right? So then, if you continue that, you could end the bar with, basically saying, if we know that the first bar was sex, we could say the second one continues that theme of backdoor. So now that backdoor sex, so basically he's saying you're getting fucked in the ass, obviously, wordplay wise. So that's pretty smart of him. With a sense of irony, everyone you see is chasing their illusions. And really, I mean, that itself could be a thesis. That could just be the introductory line, the one that captures your attention. People chasing their illusion, which is funny that the next song, I'm pretty sure, is called Oh, never mind. For some reason, I see Chasing and I thought the next song was called Chasing the Dragon. It's called Tears of the Dragon. My bad. But, take a dive. Nah, I'm joking. But, it's cool how he says take a dive, sink or swim, but you're still in the same pollution. So, taking a dive, sinking and swimming, that's useless because at the end of the day, you're still stuck in that capitalistic world and mentality, you know what I mean? So it's off or not, basically. And you know, he's speaking more about it in the land of dreams. Again, capitalism, you make the right connections, you'll be the hero. So really, it's not as cracked out as it seems that, oh, the American dream, I could do it on my own. Like, no, you gotta be connected, which, I mean, that nigga's right. If you don't know nobody, you gonna be a nobody. You know, like, that's just really how it is. This is pretty interesting. You could live forever with a grave that stands where people used to function. Like, that says that, man, just that line alone, I could go on and on about, like, maybe that speaks about, like, that grave is taking up space that used to be probably land or some shit. But it could also be, you know, living forever with a grave where people used to function. Could probably be like zombie living. Like, you're not really living, you're just existing, you know. But it could also be, obviously, death, you know, so you could die along with every other person that died who all tried to chase their illusion. But it just doesn't matter, you know. It's a really strong line. Or you could join the saviors of our culture, vultures circling overhead my sky. Like the sin of gluttony won't set you free. Those two bars are interesting because he's basically saying, look, you could either kind of just go by chasing illusions and die like any other person, or you could feed into the machine, but you'll be living better, you know, you'll be the savior, but in reality, you're really more like the destroyer because you're perpetuating a system that's on some bitch shit, you know? So, this nigga's spitting. I'm gonna be disappointed if Bruce wasn't the one who wrote all this because obviously, like, you know, in hip-hop, we write our own things and, you know, and outside of hip-hop, you know, it's fine to have writers. But, like, for shit like this, I'm really hoping that it's Bruce who wrote it because it's like awesome genius shit, to be honest. And then obviously, run to the hills. You know, I had to, obviously, because of the two lines. Y'all know the two lines. To be honest though, it was nothing like I thought it would be. Cause I chose Sacred Cowboys because of Johnny Cash. Like, I really like that song, the Ghost Riders. I really like that song. So I thought it was gonna be on some cowboy shit. This definitely not what I thought it would be. If you would have told me a song that has the word cowboys in it and this nigga's rapping, I would have been like, why you capping? Let's keep going. We just need one more song. Just end it. That's all. You're at the final stretch, Bruce. Let's go again. I'm pretty sure this is the most popular song on this album, or at least one of the most, because this is one of the ones that pops up first on Apple Music.
For too long now, there were secrets in my mind.
Are these guitars acoustic?
There were things I should have said. In the darkness, I was stumbling for the door to find a reason, to find the time, the place, the hour, waiting for the winter sun and the cold light of day. The misty ghosts of childhood fears. The pressure is building and I can't stay away. I throw myself into the sea. Release the wave, let it wash over me. To face the fear I
dragon, right?
I had wings that couldn't fly where I was. I had tears I couldn't cry. My emotions frozen in an icy lake. I couldn't feel them until the ice began to break. I have no power over this. You know
It's
I'm
cool that he ends it with like the slower song.
the walls are
To be honest, I wanted him to end it like this.
The water is moving. I'm slipping away. I throw myself into the sea. Release the wave, let it wash over me. To face the fear.
See, this is like golden age Bruce vocals, like when he still has that more operatic shit.
For you and for me.
Now we got the gallows for Maiden. At first I was like, why is this the most popular? But yo, who's that? Yo, the guitar is the fucking fine. This is fucking insane.
Slowly I awake.
That whole instrumental part was fucking perfect.
The walls I built are crumbling. The water is moving. I'm slipping away. I throw myself into the sea. Release the wave, let it wash over me. To face the fear I once
The backing vocals are fucking phenomenal. Oh shit. This reminds me of the prophecy. That's how you end the album. This was this was fucking crazy. Man, as I said, I was like, fuck, it's cool. Well, actually, it's not cool. it's really fucking good, but I was like, there has to be something for it to be the most popular song. But man, once the song was well established and once the 3-minute mark hit, it went fucking crazy. This is instantly in the top 3 of my favorite songs on the album. This shit was fucking phenomenal. And to be honest, which I mean, you guys already know, but like, the more longer Bruce songs is, I'm seeing the length of the songs as I'm, you know, listening to them, and bro, the longer songs are consistently the better ones. When he lets his guitarist, whoever that is, you guys obviously let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's Yannick, but I could be wrong. For all I know, it's probably Adrian Smith. How the fuck I'm supposed to know? But his guitarist, man, I honestly, one thing I will say is kind of like fucked up that this is called Bruce Dickinson, right? That this is Bruce's album, because really, it should have just been a band. Because I mean, really, there's a conversation for the album as a whole, not for this song, but it's a disservice, and I feel disrespectful to not acknowledge the rest of the band, considering they're the best parts. Like, Bruce, he's fucking great, he's Bruce, but the parts that have been elevating the songs to perfect status and to all-timers has been the band. It hasn't been Bruce. Like, Bruce was cool when he introduced the like backing vocals and the I throw, you know, like in the back. But really, what made the song on a whole different stratosphere was the instrumental break, and that's not Bruce. At least I don't think it is. I mean, I could be wrong. You guys are gonna let me know. So I feel like it's disrespectful to not put Bruce plus, or at least have it just as a band, you know? But whatever. I mean, I don't really know how this works like that. But it's kind of the same shit with hip hop, cause like if I make a song, you know, it'll be Chips. But you know, it's my song, but in reality, it's 50% of my song, because the other 50% goes to the producer. But it's not like I'm crediting him. That's why I try to make a conscious effort to put prod, you know, produced by, because at least then you know it's not 100% my song. Really, it's a collaborative effort. So I feel like, you know, why can't he do that? But I don't know. You guys will let me know this whole thing. I mean, you guys are more knowledgeable in this regard than me. So we actually have Bruce's, because this is the one song I think on the whole album that has annotations, and Bruce himself speaking about this song. So before I read his thing, let me just, like, everything I remember initially off the song. Man, to be honest, I feel like this should have been the first album, because Tattoo Millionaire, like, it was cool, but this feels proper Bruce. Like, this feels like he's comfortable in being himself and doing his shit, separated from Maiden. So I feel like really this is the first real Bruce solo album, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, because this feels like he's matured, as like he knows what he's doing, because he's still doing a lot of the same shit he was doing in Tattoo Millionaire, but he's doing it more creative and more comfortable. Like, he wasn't relegating himself to a lot of the rasp, and the moments he used the rasp, it was not only better, but it wasn't the whole fucking song, right? Like in Tattoo Millionaire, the actual song, the fucking verses had that bullshit edgy voice. Whereas here, he's not doing entire verses. He's like adding it to certain words and little bridges and shit. So it's cool to see him like come into his own. And Tears of the Dragon just encapsulates that lyrically. How he's saying, you know, I was stumbling in the darkness to find a reason, time, place, hour. So, you know, he's struggling with these secrets in his mind, the things he should have said. And I feel like it's a commentary to his career with Maiden, right? For too long now, there were secrets in my mind. For too long, there were things I should have said. You could take that on the surface and be like, oh, he has some shit he wants to say. But to me, it's more like, Steve Harris has been shooting down my ideas, and I'm so creative. I want to release what I want to release. So for too long, I was being constrained by Maiden, and for too long, here are some of the things I should have said. And really, that's this whole album. That's everything he should have said. He said it now, and that's what I really like. That like. And then obviously he continues with that. In the darkness I was stumbling, waiting for the winter sun and the cold light of day, the misty ghost of childhood fear. So I feel like maybe he's saying like he was waiting for his time to come, like in terms of Maiden, like to so that he could, stand out. Or maybe he was just, the pressure's building, and he was just trying to find the courage to leave the band, and be like, fuck it. Like, I might fail, I might not, but like, I got some shit I want to say, And that's why he's saying, I'm throwing myself into the sea. Release the wave, let it wash over me. So you could take that as, obviously, baptism imagery. You're coming, you're being washed anew. But at the same time, he's literally saying he's taking a leap of faith, a dive, just like the previous songs, sink or swim, take a dive. So he's saying like, yo, I'm gonna follow the gypsy road from the first album. And he says it, to face the fears I once believed. I feel like that line is him saying, I was fearful that people might not like my solo work. I was fearful that without my backing band, Steve Harris, Nico McBrain and Dave Murray and Adrian Smith, that without all that, I'll be nobody. Nobody will want to listen to my songs. They only want me to go on some fast shit. But those were all internalized shit that probably nobody was like, yeah, probably the vocal minority, but in reality, we just wanted to see this nigga shine. So it's cool for him to acknowledge that like, he once believed, but really it's just made up shit. Because if you're going to be you, you're going to be you. I try like, whatever, like, I make the music I want to make. I don't give a fuck if anyone listens to it, because I listen to it. That's all that matters to me. The tears of the dragon for you and for me. And then again, like I was saying, where earlier how I was saying it feels almost like he's talking about Steve Harris, like chaining him down, like shooting down his ideas. I feel like verse 3 speaks a little more onto that, where, where I was, obviously where was he with Maiden? He had wings that couldn't fly, I had tears I couldn't cry. So maybe he wanted to get some of this shit out, like that love song. Maybe he wanted to talk about shit like that, but obviously Steve was probably like, nigga, get this bullshit out of here, So I feel like it's that, and he still speaks into that. My emotions frozen in an icy lake. I couldn't feel them until the ice began to break. That's like, this nigga's a genius lyrically, because breaking the ice, but at the same time, his emotions were frozen because they kept shooting down his ideas. And this is all conjecture. I'm just assuming, right? So he couldn't really feel them until the ice began to break, meaning until he started to break off beyond breaking the ice. Like, that's fucking smart. I have no power over this. I'm afraid. The walls I built are crumbling. The water's moving. I'm slipping away. Basically, he's saying, like, look, I can't really control the dynamics of the band, but I mean, if we're slipping away, then fuck it. I may as well throw myself into the sea. So, man, this song had everything, man. The slower tempo, the pickup, the instrumental, the solo, the singing, the tonality, the lyrics. Like, now I can see why it's like the most popular song, because this shit was fucking perfect. And finally, let's see Bruce's opinion on, or what he said about the song. I realized a bit intimating. I was immersed in the culture and had it somehow enfeeble my artistic sense. In the meantime, I had left IMA and think people around me thought it was a plan, and it wasn't. The song Tears of the Dragon, I threw myself in the sea, released the wave, let it wash over me. And so that's where I was at. I was floating downstream going, I hope I end up some kind of shore, it's not too rocky. That was it. I left IMA and found that what was beyond. If I stayed, I never found out, because nobody was going to tell me the truth about anything I did. Y'all know I got the worst Bruce impression, but it's funny. Hey, I think I said all that without having to read the quote, because I swear, like, I saw the quote, but I swear to God I didn't read it. But I mean, great minds think alike. So let's see. Yeah, see, like, what he's saying is interesting. Like, I was floating downstream going, damn, I hope I end up on some kind of shore that's not too rocky. It's crazy. He wasn't even saying like that he wanted to be bigger or that he wanted to remain at the same. He was just saying, I just hope it's not, I don't end up like at a place that's too bad. I mean, even if it's bad, fuck it, but I just don't make it the worst possible place. So that's interesting, his mind state thinking that. Yeah, man, like he encapsulated it with this quote, and I feel like I perfectly captured the song as well with everything I just said. Like, there's nothing more to say other than you did a great fucking job, Bruce. And obviously, retrospectively looking back, because I'm doing this, you know, like 20 years later, but I would argue you ended up at a bigger place. You didn't even float downstream. You actually got way bigger and better. It was better for everyone, not just Maiden, but you as well. Let's go to the outro. Now, I don't know where to look for my camera, like, because I don't want to make this shit awkward, but I don't know where to look. Like, because I know it looks like I'm just looking off to the side because I'm looking at the laptop, but I don't know how to look out eye to eye. I got to see which camera's which, whatever. I'll figure it out. But, just, man, this album was fucking phenomenal, and I knew Bruce had it in him. See, I'm proud of you, Bruce, because you bounced back for some bullshit. So, is this the first album he did when he wasn't with Maiden? You guys are telling me. You guys know all this shit. Obviously, I don't. But I feel like it is, right? Because the song Tears of the Dragon really speaks to that. So I feel like it has to be that situation that this is the first post-Maiden album. Or maybe I'm wrong. Because I know Tattoo Millionaire came out during his run with Maiden, right? It came out before Fear of the Dark. I'm pretty sure. Did this come out after? I think. I don't know. But I feel like it did because, like I said, because of Tears of the Dragon, it just speaks to that. But, man, this is what I wanted. Like, as I said, I'm not really one to, like, tell artists, don't do this or don't do that. But, as I've said, you have a bubble in which you're good at. And Bruce, he's really good when he's operatic. He's fucking garble when he's trying to be cool and edgy and use cuss words. That's just not him. He's pretty ass when he does that, to be honest. I'm gonna just say straight up. But this, when he lets himself be softer, when he lets himself go, that's when he's at his peak. That's all I want from him. Like, and within that, you could still do creative new things, just like this album, right? Because he was singing almost back to his golden age of run to the hills, that type of tonality, but it was still creative and new because of the backing stuff and the lyricism and the way he was doing it, right? And even the little stuff like different ad-libs, right? Because in Maiden, he's not really doing ad-libs, but here he's doing little, just little things, just little jabs, and it's cool. Like, just that alone can be creative as well. Like, you could do a lot with ad-libs. I mean, look at hip-hop. Look at Playboy Cardi. That nigga's all ad-libs. But yeah, I mean, look at West Side Gun too. Like, I mean, when I was at the Benny the Butcher show, all we did boom 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 boom. Like, you could do a lot with just sounds, but he also introduced different stuff. Even though he was kind of singing back to like his good old days, he was doing different stuff with, like I said, with like a love song, for example, or Tears of the Dragon, like talking about shit that's personal as opposed to like historical events and shit like that, right? And war. There was a couple war talk here, but I figure that just speaks to his mentality and what he feels about like the world type shit. You know what I mean? But man, I'm telling y'all have to let me know who's the backing band, because the drummer, the guitarist, that shit was. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't really notice the bass. Now that I'm trying to think, I didn't really notice the bass like that, because the drums they're mixed a lot differently than a Maiden mix. Because in Maiden, I feel like Steve purposely mixes the bass to be obviously loud, especially like in songs where Phantom of the Opera, where he has a bass solo with like right. Whereas here, And even in the prior album, Bruce really chose to mix the. Well, obviously he's not the one mixing, but it's his album, so he's giving his input. But he really chose to mix the drums loud and in a good way, because they're loud and crispy, and they dictate the rhythm a lot more so than like in Maiden. Because in Maiden sometimes they get kind of lost in the sauce, the drums, like because the twin guitar leads are so strong. Whereas here, as I said for Tattoo Millionaire, a lot of these drums kind of remind me of like hip hop shit, where hip hop, the biggest instrument, the most loudest instrument you're probably gonna hear is the drums, because that's what dictates everything else. I mean, Oh, I thought you were talking to me. But yeah, the bass, I can't really hear like that. But whoever the guitarist was, he's the MVP. He's the best part, dog. Like, man. I feel like it's Yannick because he's already been with Yannick. But it might be Adrian Smith. I don't know. Or it could be neither. I'm probably wrong as shit. But again, you guys will tell me. Top 3 songs. I'm trying to think. My favorite song is probably... fuck. On the update, I'll let you guys know. But my favorite song right now... Fuck. See, I love having this problem. I love having to decide which one, like having a hard time choosing what's my favorite, because that's how you know the album's a banger. But I'm gonna say Tears of the Dragon is my favorite song. Yeah. I'm gonna say Tears of the Dragon. My second favorite song, Gods of War. And my third favorite song, it's a toss-up between Shoot All the Clowns and Cyclops, to be honest. See, here's the thing, though. Because Shoot All the Clowns, it had that hip-hop section. And then Cyclops had the amazing instrumental. Fuck, I'm trying to... I want to cheat and just say both of them, but obviously I'm not like that. So fuck it. Number 1 is Tears of the Dragon. Number 2 is Gods of War. And number 3 is going to be Shoot All the Clowns. I'm going to just say that. Yeah, I'm going to say Shoot All the Clowns. Because it's one of the more energetic songs on the album. And obviously you really need that. But yeah. Bruce, you made... This is probably like a 9 out of 10. I'm gonna keep it real. This fucking album was phenomenal. It has to be. This is at minimum it's an 8. Cause Tattoo Millionaire, what did I say? Did I say it was like a 5 or 6? I don't know. But this is, man, this has to be an 8 minimum. Because of personal enjoyment. Oh no. Yeah, I think I was gonna say personally, I'm going to say it's a 9, but I can't do that because the 2 middle songs, the 1,000 Points of Light or something like that, and there was another one. Which one was it called? Oh, Laughing in the Hiding Bush. They weren't bad, but they were not as good enough to make me say this was a 9 out of 10 album. Because 9 out of 10 is like damn near flawless, you know? So I'm going to say it's like an 8.5 because those songs weren't bad, but they were at a lesser quality, in my opinion. But yeah, man. Y'all already know for the 4 C's. Bruce is fucking smashing the 4 C's. Creativity. Was this album creative? Of course it was. Like, as I said, creativity doesn't just have to be song ideas. It could also be vocal inflection, creative song structure, creative lyricism. And for Bruce, this album was creative because it had a lot of moments where I didn't expect him to sing like that, or just him taking it back to his highlights. So to me, and lyrically it was also creative, like Gods of War and Fire. Is it Fire? Like the one where he's talking about life and all that, you know, that's pretty creative lyricism, to be honest. Tears of the Dragon as well. It's a creative way to talk about, you know, departure from a band. Instead of being explicit, he creatively weaved in waters and dragons, and that was pretty smart of him to do that. So it has to be a 10 out of 10 in terms of creativity. Concision, is the album concise? Like, is it too long or is it too short or is it just right? And to be honest, it's a 10 out of 10. I felt like every song's length was justified, right? Like, there was no moment where I was like, damn, this shit should end already, or this shit is fucking garbo. So, you get a 10 out of 10. What's the other C's? Cohesion, cohesiveness. Was this album cohesive? As in, was everything a high? Was everything a low? Or were there highs and lows? Or were some songs really, really bad compared to other songs that were really good? And to be honest, I'm gonna have to give it like an 8 for cohesion, for cohesiveness, because those two songs I mentioned. So like an 8 out of 10. But even then, they're not that bad, so I could see like a 9 out of 10 for cohesiveness. I wouldn't trip about that either. Pardon, I got my own definitions mixed up. Everything I said for cohesiveness, apply that to consistency. As in, was the album consistently great? For cohesiveness, did it just sound like a group of songs, or was there intention? And yeah, I mean, the album's pretty cohesive, because whereas in Tattoo Millionaire, really, like, you hear Son of a Gun, and then you hear Tattoo Millionaire, and then you wonder, how are these on the same album? And I'm not even talking quality-wise, I'm talking sound-wise. Like, the lyricism, the genre of music, it just didn't belong together. Like, I would have not have believed it. And if you were going to put them together, then you should have been like Earl Sweatshirt and, call it some rap songs, or, whatever. The equivalent of that would be like, what, some rock songs, or I don't know, right? But this album was cohesive, because there was no song where I was like, that doesn't really fit with the rest. Two songs could be 10 out of 10 and be completely different, and I'd still say the cohesiveness was trash, because cohesiveness isn't about the quality, it's just, do they belong together? That's why sometimes a song could be bad, but it could still be really cohesive, in terms of the album. And this album was really cohesive, because, like I said, a lot of the songs have that Power Slave feeling. I'm telling y'all, this album sounds like Power Slave the song. And in all regards, there's some parts where it's like the really thumping parts of Power Slave, where like the Eye of Horus, but those parts, not the singing, but the actual backing instrumental of those parts. And then there's parts that sound like the interlude part, no, that's not even the interlude I'm singing. I'm pretty sure I'm singing the interlude to the solo for Prodigal Son, where that I have been singing the one for Prodigal Son, but it's kind of similar to the one for Power Slave in my opinion. But Bruce, you did it again, nigga. You dropped a solid 9 or a solid 8, whatever. Definitely not a 10 out of 10 because of the two songs, but that's fine. I mean, if I listen to it more, I could probably see myself saying this is a 10 out of 10. But I mean, let's not just throw them out all willy nilly, But man, I'm excited as hell to hear the rest of his shit, cause y'all said that the first two albums are kind of okay, bro. If this is what's the classic shit? Like, that's what was exciting me, cause like, to me, this is the classic shit. Like, I'm like, yo, how do you improve on this somehow? I mean, technically you can with, like, again, those two songs I mentioned, so you do have room for improvement. But like, I'm just like really fucking thinking about it. I'm like, how is he gonna get better? But I do know a lot of y'all have been saying Skunkworks is kind of like a little weird. You guys are saying that I may or may not like it because it's creative. So y'all been saying something like that. So I'm gonna have to see what's up with that. I'll have to check. But I'm beyond excited to hear what he got's coming, because now I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if this was his departure from Maiden, but I know for sure the next following album he will be a completely solo act. So I'm excited to hear that. But yeah, man, if y'all like the video, y'all already know, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that shit. I appreciate it. Y'all are the best. Thank y'all for telling me to do the Bruce shit, because at first I was just gonna do the Iron Maiden shit, and then y'all were like, yo, you should low-key do his solo shit. And I'm glad I decided to, cause like even if this album was ass, I still would have been happy with having heard Son of a Gun. Like, I know I keep talking about that song, but that's because I really fucking like it. And I'm glad that even if 2 albums were trash, I'm glad that I at least got one song where I'm like, this is fucking phenomenal. But I mean, just like Bruce saying, oh, I just hope I don't end up in a too bad of a place. That's how I feel. Like, I just didn't hope it would be that bad. But nah, this album really gave me 8 songs where I'm like, this is going in the playlist. This is fucking great. Again, thank y'all to y'all. Especially thank y'all to y'all who's watching this. Because like I always say it, if you made it to this part of the video and you're hearing this, I know you're actually watching. Because as I said, only like 20% of y'all watch this shit. So shout out to those 20%. And y'all already know, comment if you're hearing this whole part. Because you're the real one. Next week though, or next video, because I've been lagging. My bad for that. My bad. Shout out to y'all for being loyal, by the way. But next video is gonna be the X Factor, because chronologically now, Bruce has released his 2 solo works, and then Iron Maiden releases the next one with Blaze. Then after that, Bruce releases Skunk Works, I'm pretty sure. So you guys could get ready for that. So I'm gonna drop this, which is Boss to Picasso. The next one's the X Factor. Then after that's gonna be Skunk Works. Then I'm pretty sure we're going back to Maiden to do Virtual XI, but I gotta check. But obviously you guys are gonna tell me either way. You guys tell me everything. But yeah, this album was a banger, and stay safe, y'all.